Hello everybody, welcome to the video. This is something that I've thought about whether I wanted to make or not, and I've ultimately decided to make it. This is my second draft. I recorded the last one yesterday, and I felt like I went on a bit of a few tangents, and so I'm trying to re-record it today with hopefully a more streamlined mind. I haven't prepared anything for this. This is just off the top of my head. This is my thoughts on everything, my opinions on everything, and I use everything liberally. This isn't going to be every single social issue that needs addressing or, everything that is important to me. It's just some of the things that are currently coming to mind, which I feel like I want to get out there at this point in time. If I don't mention something, it is not because it is unimportant or it's something that I don't care about or it's something I haven't thought about. It's just that either I haven't chosen to put it into this video and talk about it in this video, or it simply slipped my mind. Okay, now you can maybe make a comment about the subconscious bias or subconscious valuing of it or anything like that. Be my guest. I just thought I should preface that. So, my views on the current situation of everything. It's currently the 24th of the 3rd month, 2026, 4:13 a.m. Yes, I'm recording this in the early morning. It is Tuesday. It is a Tuesday. It is March, just in case no one's doing the conversion for the months. In any case, I need to stop ranting on about the time. Firstly, free Palestine. Just need to get that out the way. I need to be very clear on who I am in favor of. I think the Israeli genocide of the Palestinian people is one of the greatest crimes of our generation and of the previous generations, because this isn't something new. This has been systemic and has been a while. The Palestinians have been essentially, to use a vulgar term, eradicated by the IDF. And the fact that it's kind of just happened and there hasn't been any major repercussions just shows how there is a lack of essentially accountability and perhaps even goodness in the institutions that we have currently. So free Palestine, I cannot emphasize that enough. I really cannot emphasize how I feel for the cause of the Palestinian people and how anti-IDF I am. I just need to be very clear on my stance. No, I am not an anti-Semite. I don't have any issue with any Jewish person except for Benjamin Netanyahu. That is the only person I can currently think of, and it's not because he's Jewish, it's because he's evil. But I really have no qualms with anyone who's Jewish. My issue is with the state, the regime of the IDF and its supporters. Okay. In that same breath, of course, Iran is currently being attacked unlawfully, I would say, unjustly. It is absolutely insane. I will get into Trump later on, but I stand obviously. Do I even need to say who I stand with? Obviously, I stand with Iran, and I hope that they keep fighting against the American government. I stand with Ukraine. I am not enjoying the idea of Putin having more land, especially not Ukraine. I'm not a fan of Putin either. I think the I think it's very clearly an extreme dictatorship, and I do consider Trump and Netanyahu to be more evil than Putin. I think personally, that could be in the window. You never really know. I think if anyone's good at hiding their tracks, it's the former ex KGB. Former. I don't know why that was double negative essentially. Yeah, ex KGB. I'm sure you'll know how to hide his dirty. He's probably just as evil. In any case, I mean, I just wanted to clarify that I'm also pro Ukraine, and I hope that they win the war. I'm in support of Iran, I'm in support of Palestine, I'm in support of Ukraine. I'm very much I'm anti-Russia, but it's not like an active it's not extremely, I guess, obvious or something I take great action in being. I feel like it's fairly common in where I am to be anti-Russian and just generally in the West. I am extremely anti-American. And when I say American, I do not mean the inhabitants of America. I mean the government. And Donald Trump and his cabal of pedophiles and rapists, essentially. I think the whole system is pretty much intertwined. I don't think that there's definitely some sort of controlled opposition going on in America, especially. That's the most obvious. I don't know how it is around the world. I'm just talking about the way things are currently. I mean, firstly, of course, let's just get it out of the way. Donald Trump is a rapist, and the only reason he is entitled that is judicially because of legalism. Essentially, what he did is rape, and he is a rapist, and he speaks like one too, which is insane considering he's the president. But he doesn't even try and hide it. It feels like he's just blatant with it, and you have like indoctrinated fuckheads, excuse my language, who are following him around like a cult. It's absolute insanity. I don't know how he has any supporters left. He literally, like, I don't, even if you don't believe the things that I just said, what he is now, which if you don't believe that, you're like an absolute idiot, because the evidence is right there. Even if you don't believe that, I mean, he's blatantly lied so many times over and over again that it's there are too many instances for me to name. And if you think I'm scared of naming it, oh, you can't even name an instance, I will make a video like dedicated to the amount of times that he's lied, and I will link it in the description if I ever see comments like that bullshit. Oh, he's lied so much, but this guy can't even name one time that he's lied. Bro, there are literally too numerous to count. I will do it for free. I'll make that video. I'll do it. It'll genuinely be so easy. I'm sure someone's already done that. You could fill up a page with the lies that he said in the past month, week even. Okay? Let me not get it. I just need to be very clear. Like, he was obviously affiliated with Epstein. They're in the same rooms. They have the same circle of people. There's still that, it's very active going on. What's going on? The ultra elite and their pedophilic rings. So that's Trump. I mean, I just need to be very clear about how much I hate him. Epstein, along that same line of thinking as well. I mean, is he dead? Isn't he dead? He's probably dead, I think. I could be wrong. Who killed him? Well, the people who he was associated with. And I don't really know what to say about him. the people who participated are still, a lot of them are still in power, and they'll probably still continue to be in power. Don't ask me how they've managed to get away with it, but they have. I will make a quick diversion from here and then just generally talk about the ultra elites, and that there are a select few number of people who have an extreme amount of wealth, and they will continue to have an extreme amount of wealth, and they will continue to consolidate all of the mega corporations in the world into conglomerates, and will, I assume, driven by profit and greed and power and pursuit of power, they will turn our world into a dystopia. Yeah, I think a core tenet of my current mindset is that we're completely fucked, and there is not much that we can do, well, that I can do at this point in time, apart from protest, try to bring awareness, donate to wherever you can, unless you want to go full Luigi, which is maybe, Luigi from Super Mario. I just need to specify that's who I'm talking about. I mean, that's always an option. CEO of BlackRock. I'm sure he's got a lot of security though, so I don't think anyone's getting close to him, but I won't say anymore. I just need to be very clear. I do not advocate violence on anyone that I mention in this. I would never advocate violence upon any of these people. If they were to die, that would be something. I am not wishing violence upon these people, such as Trump, such as Netanyahu, such as BlackRock CEOs with the multiple extremely wealthy billionaires who own 90% of companies or whatever, or have consolidated or have essentially cornered markets by themselves. Just want to be very clear, I do not advocate for violence. This is not a call to action or nothing. I just need to be very clear for legal purposes, and please, I cannot be held responsible. If someone was to go out and do something that would end up in the deaths of one of these people, that would not be because of me. I do not at all advocate for violence or the death of someone. That is not. Anyways, I'm glad that I got that out the way. I just wanted to, clear the air, just make sure that everyone knew where I stood on those. Continuing, AI is using up all of the usable drinking water, and someone tried to make the argument. I think it was even Markiplier. I literally watched a clip today that was like Markiplier talking about, and this other guy talking about which one uses more water, AI or almonds. Brother, what are you talking about? I could be taking that clip out of context, and I'm not going to rant on it. Like, I'm not going to go in on them per se, but I'm just going to say, like, AI is taking all the drinkable or usable water for drinking. It's taking all that water and it's diminishing it, and we are generating images of cats boxing each other or something. That's fantastic. Fantastic. And I just need to be very clear, I do not have an issue with any sort of, I don't have an issue with AI philosophically if it's used correctly and not abused, but it is being abused, and it's going to be abused even more. If you think this is bad, just wait 10 years. It's going to be even worse. I can barely tell when a video is AI now. It's looking scary now. It is 2026. Are you telling me in 4 years we're not going to be having full on issues with determining whether evidence is AI generated or not? cooked. We are cooked beyond belief. I have zero hope for that. I love the concept of AI. I think it has so many good practical benefits. It could be it is such an asset to humanity, and it could be so much more of an asset if it was used responsibly and not in the hands of these evil tech fuckers who are essentially going to abuse the shit out of it and find ways to monopolize on this AI in ways to fuck over not only the consumer but the earth in the process and everyone who lives on it. All for I don't even know. Maybe they have like some weird transhumanist agenda that is nothing to do with transgenderism. I need to be very specific about that. I don't know what they would like. Don't ask me the motivations for these people, but all I'm saying is that these AI companies are royally fucking us over, all for the pursuit of power, right? I mean, the climate is getting absolutely destroyed. I mean, we're doing our best, I guess, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I just need to clarify, just for purposes, I'm not vegan or vegetarian, so I do eat meat, and that will be seen as an issue to many people. I try to buy my beef and chicken as ethically as possible. That's what I can do. That's all I'm going to touch on that topic. I just wanted to specify that. I'm not going to get into a debate about the ethics of killing animals or not killing animals or whatever. Okay. Just wanted to get that out there. What else do I need to mention? I'm tired. I need to finish up this video. Yeah, so I mean, I just want to. Oh, another thing. Women's rights. There are still a lot of human rights, let alone the women's rights, that are being violated across the globe. I'm very tired of these extreme alt-right fuckers saying shit like, well, everyone's, women are all equal currently. Like, what are you talking about? Like, look at Scandinavia, look at Germany, look at, they have the highest rates of, look at Sweden, it's got the highest rates of equality in the world, and so why are you complaining about women's rights? It's women already have rights, legally they have rights. It's like, bro, you're actually I'm not gonna say that. That would not be a good word to say, but you're an idiot. You're like actually probably mentally challenged, and there's nothing wrong with being mentally challenged. You just need to acknowledge that you are, and that's okay. That's fine. We all have our peculiarities, okay? But you need to realize that you're actually a fucking idiot, and that a majority of the world lives in poverty where human rights are being abused. And on top of that, when human rights are being abused, women's rights are even lower on the totem pole in terms of not being abused. So if you have human rights at the top, if they're being abused, you can only imagine how the rights of females are being treated. So yes, it's still an issue globally. It's still a very big issue, in the same way that slavery is a very big issue within the world. Just because you have this like niche experience of, oh, you live in a nice little town in fucking Canada or whatever, where everyone kind of treats everyone nice, and oh, it's just such a nice town, American dream, Canadian dream, whatever the fuck it is. We still have very real issues with women being abused and being mistreated, even in developed countries, might I add. This isn't just like an undeveloped thing. This is even happening, you can imagine Japan, for instance, has what, yes, it's the streets are clean, it's orderly, it's amazing. What are the suicide rates and the sexual abuse cases that's going on in Japan. Talking about the culture, Japanese culture, I get it is fantastic in many aspects, but in other aspects, such as work-life balance and the treatment of women and objectification of women, it's fucked. Okay, I'm tired of people pretending that it isn't. Okay, you can tell from anime. I'm sorry, I hate to be that guy. I'm going on a rant now about anime, but I'm gonna post this as well. I'm not gonna cut anything out of this. I'm gonna say this. Have you seen ecchi bullshit? And people are going to go, well, not everything's ecchi. There's like, Studio Ghibli. Dude, like, Graveyard of the Fireflies is amazing. Yes, obviously it's amazing. That's the exception, bro. The rule is fan service and this creepy ass shit. Like, I enjoyed it maybe as a teenager, bro. When I watched it as an adult, I'm like, what the fuck is this? What are we doing? Culturally as a society, what are we doing with this? And I know people are gonna be like, it's not that deep, bro. It's not that deep. It's not that serious, bro. Like, your mind is cooked. Your mind is genuinely cooked, bro. Like, have you seen the type of shit that is being pumped out? Like, you're insane, man. So yeah, women's rights is still an issue. LGBTQ rights is still an issue. Gay people are still getting killed in some places. That is still happening. Sorry, I know you don't want to hear it, and you want to believe that you're in some sort of utopia when you're living in your first world country, okay? But you still have people getting killed for being gay, for instance. Okay, it's still happening. That should not be happening. It's 2026. It's still a massive issue. I didn't really experience too much homophobia in South. Well, just for reference, I'm South African. I didn't experience it like I just need to specify I'm not gay myself. I didn't experience other people experiencing it. But I did have friends who said that they did get, in the more conservative households, they did get some harassment and issues. So I sympathize with them. Shout out all of my gay homies out there and lesbians. I've only got one lesbian friend though, so shout out you specifically. You know who you are. But so yeah, I don't know what I was even talking about there. That went completely off the rails. But in any case, that kind of gets my general point across. Generally, I am pessimistic. I think that if I survive beyond 40 and I don't have some sort of hellscape dystopian to live in, I'm going to be so happy. That's going to be fantastic. I just don't feel motivated at all to build something. I'm genuinely just waiting for nuclear fallout to happen, or for me to become homeless from the rent shortages, or the gas prices or electricity prices or rent increases, or who knows. In any case, I'm just gonna try and enjoy whatever time I have left. Just spend it with my friends, spend it with my loved ones, have a good, try and have a good time, try and enjoy it. See what happens. Maybe, yeah, I don't know. Anyways, thank you for watching, guys. I just wanted to make this video to get my thoughts out there in the world so people know. If you want to find out what my beliefs are currently, and things may change from the making of this video, I highly doubt it, but things may change. If they do, I might make a follow-up video at some point in time. I may put in updates in the description or in the pinned comments. This isn't meant to be some like super historically defined thing. It's more just a thing of like me wanting to put my personal opinion out there on the internet and say, this is me, this is what I believe in. I have friends who know much more about the political game and issues at the moment. So don't think that I'm some sort of genius or something. I'm definitely not, and I don't think you even would think I'm some sort of genius. That would be kind of egotistical. In any case, thank you for watching. It's been kind of a long video. I'm going to upload this now and just have this out there. If I feel like I've said anything that's absolutely atrocious, then I need to take it down. Maybe I get striked by YouTube. I'm not sure. Then it will get taken down, but I just want it out there. And if I get hate for it, so be it. It's pretty much what I believe, so what are you gonna do? Just because you get hate doesn't mean you can take it down. Anyways, thank you for watching. If you want more videos like this or more in-depth topics, please just drop a comment. I might make it. We'll see. I may just make gaming videos and I don't know. Who knows? Who knows anymore? Try and enjoy what days we have left as a society, I guess. I don't know. We'll have to see. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Drop a like if you agree or drop a dislike if you disagree. I don't know. Yeah.